Thank you, Ridhima. And hello, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us today at the AWS Women in Tech Day Community Edition. I'm Vaishali Kasture, and I lead the enterprise business for AWS in India and South Asia. I joined AWS in 2019, and I have had the privilege of working with customers and helping them drive better business outcomes using the power of AWS Cloud. Since joining, I've led the AWS business in India, and now I am working with the enterprise business in India. You must all be wondering that is this yet another event for women in tech, and do we really need to talk about it? Well, the answer is a resounding yes, we do need to talk about it. We absolutely do. And today I will share my thoughts on why, what, and how of diversity in tech and why we need to talk about this in today's event. A little bit about me. I have been in the corporate world for over 25 years now, and I started my career straight after MBA. I started at Citibank, and I remember, the only woman in the entire batch of trainees for the corporate bank in India. And I know I've come a long way now, and that there has been a considerable increase in the number of women who are still coming into this industry, whether it's banking, whether it's technology, whether it's any other industry. We see more and more women taking the strides and entering the workforce. And but we still believe that there is a gender gap in the field. What we're doing so far is not enough. We need to do more. We need to tackle this problem, and that is why it is significant to continue the dialogue and the conversation around how to help women not just join the industry, but thrive in the industry and reach for leadership roles. I'm also going to talk to you about, a couple of things. Why is there a need to encourage and develop more women professionals in the IT workforce? How do we tackle the problem of gender gap in the IT industry? Why is inclusion and diversity an important pillar of Amazon's culture? What is Amazon or AWS doing to bring or promote more women in the tech industry? And so, what can we do for more women in terms of creating opportunities, mentorship, and training? So, these are a couple of things I'm going to talk to you about today. Let me start with why is there a need to encourage and develop more women professionals in the IT workforce? According to data from 451 Research, a very prominent research organization, it says women now make up 34% of the IT workforce in India, with a majority of these workers under the age of 30. With the country now at a 50-50 gender parity in STEM graduates, the next challenge is retaining gender diversity through the middle management and into leadership roles. In the last decade, we have seen an increasing amount of evidence to show that the more diverse the workforce, the more successful the organization and more sustainable the business. Again, quoting McKinsey and Company and their report, Diversity Wins, Inclusion Matters, we found that companies with more than 30% women executives were more likely to outperform other companies where the percentage ranged from 10 to 30%. And in turn, these companies were more likely to outperform those with even fewer women executives or none at all. So, how do we pivot now and talk a little bit about tackling the problem of gender gap in the IT industry? We need to tackle this problem at two levels. One is at the grassroots level, and second is when women actually enter the workforce. So, at the grassroots level, there is a strong gender stereotype about women in STEM in general, and we need to remove or break this stereotype. How can we do that? By encouraging girls from a very young age, whether it's schools or colleges, to opt for STEM programs. Once women join the workforce, we then need to encourage them to actively raise their hands and ask for roles in hot technologies like machine learning, AI, analytics, augmented and virtual reality, blockchain, quantum computing. Encourage women to take up these jobs because women are, wired not to raise their hands for anything which may be risky, or people may not allow them or encourage them to raise their hands for these roles. So let's ensure that we push our women colleagues to do so. And in order to do this, organizations need to partner with women, support them, and even reward them for working in new and emerging technologies. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about why inclusion and diversity are important pillars of Amazon's culture. AWS is committed to having a diverse workforce, not just because it allows us to continue driving innovation for our customers, but it's also because it's the right thing to do for our employees. We want our builders to know that their voices and opinions are heard, to see themselves at every level in the organization. We need to continue to make progress in building a more diverse workforce, with the number of women in tech roles in Amazon increasing gradually. Today, many of our business globally, public sector, Alexa, delivery experience, many of our key and important businesses are led by women, and we are very proud of that. For example, me as a woman leader in India, I head the enterprise business for India, which is our largest business for AWS in India. Let me talk a little bit now about what is Amazon or AWS doing to bring more women diversity in the tech industry. So we are continually looking for ways to diversify our workforce and to promote a very inclusive culture, which is reinforced on our 16 leadership principles. These leadership principles encourage our teams to seek diverse perspectives, learn and earn trust. Through our career programs and initiatives, we also work to support gender equality, and it is not just a point in time agenda. We work on this all through the year. And there are a couple of things that I'd like to share with you. One is that we are addressing gender equality at a grassroots level with the AWS Get IT program that encourages girls at a very young age, as young as 12 to 13 years old, to consider or start considering a career in tech, trying to break stereotypes. Another program that we are working on is helping young women build exciting careers in computer science with the Amazon Future Engineer program. Amazon employees are also encouraged to chart their own path with options such as flexibility, part-time working, job sharing, shared parental leave, etc. Another piece that I'd like to talk about is the Amazon Amplify program, which provides training on seeking diverse perspectives and making confident contributions and improving effectiveness. Another very popular program is the AWS Returners program, which allows women to come back to work after taking a break. It gives them the flexibility to return to work after a career break. And additionally, there's multiple career coaching, mentorship programs which are available. Another very interesting program that I want to talk about is that we collaborated on the Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog and NASSCOM to launch the ATL AI Step Up module. It has a focus on driving AI education and innovation among school students in India. And the next one is definitely my favorite program, which is the AWS Deep Racer Women's League, which we launched in India this year in 2021 on the occasion of International Women's Day. While AWS Deep Racer competitions have been, conducted previously all over the world, this is the first time we made it exclusive for women in India. This initiative is intentionally designed to create awareness about machine learning, about women students in India, and enable them to explore the world of machine learning, learn in a collaborative manner, and inspire them to take up careers in machine learning. We have a couple of other programs, such as the AWS Inclusion Ambassador programs, which was developed as a way to quickly and broadly amplify inclusion and diversity. We have program ambassadors who work on this. And then we have, finally, I want to talk about the She Dares program. She Dares is a free online learning program that aims to inspire professional women to consider a career in technology and show them pathways that they can take up. The program has been initially designed for women in Australia, but now it is accessible globally. As you can see, I spoke about a plethora of programs which AWS focuses on to bring more women, to get them more excited about technology and help them take up careers in tech. So let's talk a little bit about what can we do for women in tech in terms of opportunities, mentorship, and training. And I think we need to do three things. First is to create awareness. Several studies show that companies with a more diverse workforce perform better on key metrics such as sales, profitability, and return on investment. Therefore, having a diverse workforce is a business imperative. Let me repeat that. It is a business imperative. Our customers are also getting increasingly diverse, and hence it is important to have a workforce that appreciates the complexities and the nuances of our customers so that we can innovate and deliver solutions that our customers want. Second is to make gender diversity a top-down goal in organizations, and then consistently measure the metrics and hold people accountable. Gender diversity is not an HR agenda. Gender diversity is a business agenda and must be owned by business stakeholders. The third is to support the organization and leadership commitment through intentional programs like mentoring, sponsorship, early career opportunities, and implement all of this on a really wider scale to ensure that they are effective. Organizations need to partner with women, support and reward them for working in new and emerging technologies. A mentoring program to encourage women to participate in enhancing their knowledge and giving them the edge is also extremely useful. A knowledge series designed to give women more in-depth learning in a safe environment will also go a long way. So we believe that our diverse perspectives help us push each other to thinking bigger, thinking differently about the products and services that we build for our customers and the day-to-day nature of our workplaces. So my advice before I wrap up is that when women look at embarking on careers, I think women typically enter the workforce and at some stage they tend to drop off. Sometimes they believe the glass ceiling is too hard and you can't break it. So my 2 cents of advice on this is that the glass ceiling is not as hard as the floor is sticky. We need to leave our inhibitions behind about having a career in STEM being difficult or being unapproachable or being too complex. We need to break our own gender stereotypes and try to aim, not just take up a career in STEM, but aim for the glass ceiling as well. So, I'd say dream with ambition, lead with conviction, and look at yourself in a manner that others may not, simply because they've never seen it before. This is all from me today, and I really hope you enjoy the session. Stay tuned as you will meet other women leaders who will take you through some really exciting discussions on leadership, personal branding, career development, and restarting your career. And there are several technical sessions around databases, serverless, containers, and so much more to look forward to. Thank you very much, and I would like to hand over to Ridhima now to take the session forward.